Hi, gorgeous party people. Hello, my loves. How are we all doing today? Happy Saturday. You're notifying your viewers that you're live. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Came dressed in purple today. One of my favorite colors. I'm excited for people to come and chill and hang out. I'm excited. I'm excited to see who I'm going to get today on live. I made a little bit of an announcement that I was doing a live on my Insta. So if you ever want to catch me live and you're not catching me live, definitely give me a follow on my Insta, which is in my bio. Yeah, I see people starting to pour in because sometimes TikTok doesn't notify you when your creators that you want to see live are going live. So definitely go and get the Insta because I always give an announcement before I go live. Over there. Hello, everybody hopping on. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Lori. How are we all doing? How many of you came from Insta, just out of curiosity? I literally just said, if you want to make sure you catch me, make sure you're on my Insta. I'm curious if TikTok notified you or Instagram notified you. Good morning, beautiful. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I haven't done a live in a minute. It's because life has been so crazy and chaotic. But I wanted to come and do a live before I disappear for a little bit because I'm going to go and collab with Dr. Joe. So that's going to be fun. And I'm also launching a new love program by the end of the month. So I want to keep you guys in tune with all the different life updates that are happening. Because a lot of stuff is happening in my world where I have just been a little MIA. OMG, you're so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So happy to see you. I am so happy to see you, Lori. I'm happy to see everyone. Definitely share it out with your friends if you want. Today it's going to kind of be just like a little, like, I don't want to say rant, but we're just going to like sit and have a chill talk. If you have any questions, definitely drop them down below. A lot's been happening in life. I bought my parents a house, which was really cool. It was a life goal of mine. I've just always wanted to take care of people that have taken care of me. So it's nice to get mom and dad a house. I'm collabing with Dr. Joe in this upcoming week, which is going to be super fun. I'm going to go and learn all the wisdom from him and then come back and just take whatever resonates, maybe teach some of it in my programs. I'm just so excited about life. You know what I mean? Life is just, it's just so good. It's just so good. I'm rebranding my business and stuff like that. There's just so much stuff that's happening. You know what I mean? There is just so much stuff that's happening in Persis's world. So I wanted to come on and catch up with you guys, maybe answer some questions, maybe talk about the program if you guys want to know. My phone has been going off like ding, 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 ding. There are a lot of people that are interested in this new love program that I'm doing. Where I'm kind of teaching you, and now I'm starting to move into a direction in my content and my business where I'm also kind of like if you follow me, I teach you the science behind how to get the dream guy. And now I'm starting to intertwine, like before it was like a little bit of neuroscience, a little bit of the energetics, a little bit of the manifestation and mindset. Now I'm also like bringing in some like psychology, some attraction, based principles. It's really going to be a fun program. Like I have a whole section on like where to go to like meet your dream man, how to act, how to set boundaries, how to be like a little bit in your feminine energy. Like, I don't know. It's just been like, it's been so fun. Like every day when I film for this program, it just makes me so happy and lights me up like anything. And people have been coming in and they're like, tell me more about this program. Tell me more about this program. I have to be in this program. This program is all about like, if you want to attract like a guy who is loving, loyal, caring, kind, committed, choosing you, all in for you. Like this program is going to help you get like a higher caliber man, like the dream man, the thing that's like your love list and more. It's going to help you to finally unlock things like your princess treatment. It's going to help you learn these different psychologically based, scientifically based attraction principles that make men go insane for you, obsess over you, want you, adore you, commit to you. And I've taken some people through the teachings in the program in the beta test, and men be flocking. My clients are like, this guy wants to book me a flight to Napa Valley for our first date. Another girl came back and is like, men are literally coming out of the woodworks. Another one came back and she was living in the same country, the same town for 30 years, was only ever matching with men or meeting men in real life that didn't really want anything serious, weren't really fully ready to choose her. And then she did the teachings in the program, and now she's in the same country, the same town that she's been in for 30 years, but everyone she's matching with and everyone she's meeting in real life is saying like how much they adore her, how they're her dream girl. And now like she's in a situation where like men are like, I want marriage, I want kids, which is what she's wanted all along. And so the real goal is to help you guys get into these types of situations, to finally get you into like this type of treatment. Because I don't know about you, but I really resonate with, and I'm curious to know you guys' opinions. I was an overgiver in relationships. You know what I mean? I was an overgiver. I was someone who I was loving, or not was, it's not a past tense, but it's like, that I'm talking about like my people pleasing days. Like I was over loving, over caring, over kind, over committed, over faithful, over loyal, over everything. Basically, I was the overgiver of everything. And I was really, I think, subconsciously trying to teach men how to love me and how to show up for me. And it was way too far forward. I was way too far in my masculine that although I was like babying them and pampering them and giving them all the love and time and attention and care in the world, it was completely making them take a step back. And if you've ever wondered like why you give more to a man and then he pulls back, like this program is going to fix that. It's going to put you into power so that you have the power, and the man is just chasing and worshiping and adoring you. And so I'm really excited. This program is like a bit juicy. You know what I mean? It's a little bit juicy. It's a little spicy. And I'm into it. I'm into this vibe. I had filmed some modules also on like how to like be playful and like flirty and feminine and fun with these types of men, how to communicate with man, how to understand like the male brain, like just male psychology. Like it's just been so fun for me. Like, look at me, like I'm just gushing. Like I've really been having a really fun time with this. I'm going to answer some of these questions that I've seen. And if you guys have any more, let me know. Persis, your teachings are changing my life. First, the abundance came in and now goddess treatment. I haven't paid full price for anything in weeks. That is hysterical, Tori. Well, if you want to come into the program, I'm going to take these results and set them on fire and take them to the roof, honestly. But it's so crazy, right? It's literally so crazy how much things change when you just know this stuff and you start applying this stuff. Oh my gosh, I love that for you so very much. If you want to come and do a live, like hit me up on my IG. It's in my bio. I want to know more about your collab with Dr. Joe. So happy with you. Hi, Natalia. Basically, I don't know if it's a manifestation. It's just a long time coming. I've been wanting to step into improving myself even more, investing in myself even more, learning, being the best leader, the best example that I possibly can, grow my knowledge. I've always been that girl that's obsessed with personal growth and self-development. I really am the proof of concept on this page, because where I was when I started was broke, insecure, low self-worth, hurt by men. Although men have treated me like gold, but I had come out of a relationship that really put me through the ringer. And then where I am now is a completely different situation. Within 90 days, I was able to call in and attract upwards of 6 figures. I'm able to work with my dream mentors now, who are also 6 figures. And yeah, I don't know, like it's just, it was a really wonderful course of events that just took place where now I'm finally in the position where I get to go, I get to learn, I get to be a sponge, I get to absorb, And that's very similar, as an example, to even like my investments into myself, because I tell you guys to invest in yourself because I know what investing in myself has done for me. I invest like multiple six figures in myself now, but before I couldn't even afford groceries. So I am the living proof of there are no excuses. Even if you have no money at all, you're able to come into my world, learn things, and to be able to then do what you want. You know what I mean? Then do what you please. And if any of you guys are in a situation where you don't have a lot of money and you're hearing this for the first time, I want to also mention, if you're on my email list, on my Insta, please get onto those types of things because they get all the news first. And sometimes TikTok recently, it's not pushing me out to the correct amount of people. I don't know if anyone is there at TikTok can kind of like evaluate my account. Before I used to get like 20,000, 30,000 views. Like now it's a struggle to get 2,000 for some reason. I have no clue why. But I say all that to say I have like a little $23 pre-recorded workshop to even help you manifest money for coaching or just for yourself in general to spend on yourself because you deserve it. That as an example, like I get to work with my dream coaches that are helping me out to really understand business, energetics, manifestation, psychology, mindset. Like I just love, like I've always been that person that wants to be more, do more, grow more, accomplish more, excel more. Like that's just who I am as a person. And so I've invested in this mastermind where it's about $68,000 for the whole year and paid it, got into it. And now I'm in the room with individuals who are 7-figure and 8-figure entrepreneurs. I really like want to up-level myself. You know what I mean? I want to up-level myself. I want to up-level my business, my whole situation. And so I'm here to be that proof of concept, right? Because I feel like I came on the internet when I was literally like, I had nothing in my high school t-shirt with my face undone and my hair a mess. And I was just like, I'm going to teach you neuroscience. And that was during a period of time where no one was really teaching that. No one was really teaching that. Nobody really took that intersection. And the whole reason that inspired my page and the reason that I know that is because I was trying to manifest and improve my life. But the only type of teaching online at that point in time, way back then, was be delusional to manifest. And I don't know about you, or I don't know if you know about me and my background, but I'm a type A person. I have a degree in surgery. I used to cut people open for a living. Those are the good old days. And now I do this full time. And you can't tell like a type A medical analytical mind to like be delusional. That's just not really possible for someone like us. So I started my page out to take the intersection of how manifestation is not woo-woo. It's not anything weird or, creepy. It's just the art of creating a new neural pathway, which is essentially the art of neuroplasticity. And I just came online. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to talk about this. And in the beginning, I had so much shame in my eyes because I was like, I'm a medical person. Like, I'm probably just having a midlife crisis here, posting this online. Nobody's going to listen to me. Nobody's going to talk to me. Nobody's going to be interested in me. People are not going to like follow me. People are not going to give two shits. And I had like tons of imposter syndrome to overcome. And waking up in Persis is live. I love that. Now I applied my teachings as this page has grown. And as you can see, I've built like a 200,000 person audience across all platforms in just over a year, maybe a year and a half. I've literally been the proof of concept. And then my people have come into my world, those that have paid me and sometimes those that haven't. And they've manifested 6 figures in 90 days. They've manifested $90,000 in 21 days. They've manifested multi-millions of dollars, like 5 million, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million in 30 days. I had a gentleman that came in and did $1 billion just because he was shooting for extra credit. People come in and heal their health. People come in and get the love of their life. And when people do my work on love, sometimes someone from the past comes, sometimes someone brand new comes. It's really like a mixed pile. But I'm really here for the long term to just help people glow up, heal from their past, to really try to understand why, no matter how kind, no matter how caring, no matter how loving, no matter how loyal, no matter how committed they were to men in the past, why that's blocking the man to give you what you want. Why is it that you are such an amazing package, but men are not worshiping you. Men are not adoring you. Men are not showing up and giving you what you're able to give and what you're able to bring to the table, and helping you level up your mindset so that you can level up your men and start to get in the same conversations with men who actually care, who actually don't leave you guessing, who don't leave you feeling insecure, who are in and out, who use you like a revolving door and they just come and go as they please. I don't know about you guys, but I think we should all want the men who wants us, adores us, chooses us, is all in for us at any given point in time, because it is especially the women who are kind, caring, loving, nurturing, supportive, loyal, faithful, committed, romantic, whatever it is that you offer. It is especially important for those types of women to be treated like gold. And if you've ever heard the story, nice guys finish last, a lot of good girls or nice girls are also finishing last. And it's because they don't understand the science, the psychology, the energetics. They don't understand the mindset of how to flip that switch and actually get men to worship you, get men to adore you, get men to just be like completely and utterly in love with you. I don't know about you guys, but I always ground into this same statement of wanting a man to look at me with hearts in his eyes. And I want that for other people. And it's been so exciting in the past, 18, 19 months to help women get that, because you deserve the best. You're worth so much. You're worth so much. Do you really understand, and have you really accepted and internalized that what you have to offer, any man with a level head on his shoulders who is emotionally secure and stable within himself, he prays for that type of woman. But have you ever wondered why you're missing paths, why you're not attracting that person, why you're still matching with individuals who they're indecisive, they're not sure, they're not showing up, they're not being in their full masculine energy, they're not in their large and in charge energy. I don't know how else to put it. That's just the way I describe it. They're not fully committing, they're not fully appreciating, they're not fully adoring. That shouldn't have to be something that you beg for. That shouldn't have to be something that you have to sit here and create a PowerPoint presentation for either. It should be something that you automatically get. And if men are treating you any less than that, it may be because some part of your standards are off, some part of you has not healed from the past. There's literally scientific evidence regarding this, because our past trauma and our past experiences with men are actually dictating the quality of men that you're attracting now. And I know that may be interesting to hear, but I want you to stick with me. Your standards are dictating the quality of men in your experience. Where do you have them lower than you should? Ma, you want to come and chill? Yeah. And then above and beyond that, I know she wanted to be on live and she wanted to talk to you guys, so drop some questions down. And then above and beyond that, imagine your first great love, or even the relationship you saw with your parents. If your parents had, as an example, let's say your name's Veronica, or I'll use Natalia. You're Natalia, right? Let's pretend, and this is not a dig at Natalia. People know my personality, but I always like to clarify because some people are sensitive. Natalia's parents, let's use her as the beta example. Natalia's parents had a 2 out of 10 relationship. So Natalia, when she was younger and her subconscious mind was very impressionable, she was absorbing all the information from her environment, all the information from people around her, and she was getting projected onto her from society, from her parents, from the relationships that were in her space. And she was just absorbing and accepting information and forming assumptions and expectations based upon what was around her. And there wasn't really anything she could do about it. She was just young. She just had that mind that was still very impressionable.
I'm going to take my call.
You want to take it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
If you're still speaking, if not, we can come back on.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I can put my...
I thought you were going to be done.
No, remember I had 2 calls this morning?
Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
I'll try and get out as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Because I like to talk to people.
Okay, and so in this situation, let's pretend that Natalia's parents had a 2 out of 10 relationship. 2 out of 10 relationship experience that Tanya had. she's going to have those expectations. And then in her youth, in her formative years, in middle school, in high school, in college, she's going to attract guys, and she's going to be wildly attracted to guys that are 2 out of 10. And this is where the science comes in of her friends can't really understand like what Natalia sees in Timmy over there. Like they can see Timmy's 2 out of 10 tendencies of like, why is Timmy not acknowledging how great Natalia is? But Natalia can't even help herself because she's subconsciously wired based on her seeing her parents' 2 out of 10 relationship to be like, she is attracted to people that mimic the expectations, the thought processes, and the beliefs that she has internalized since she was younger. And therefore, she becomes attracted to 2 out of 10 men. I'm not talking about rating a physical appearance. I'm talking about like the morals, the ethics, the behaviors. Could be maybe a little bit of appearance too, but that's not what I'm referring to when I say 2 out of 10. I'm talking about the quality of man as a whole, and that's a very multifaceted situation. So let's say as an example, she goes on down and she starts to date. She's attracted to 2 out of 10 men automatically. Let's say that 2 out of 10 man, she starts to love him, she starts to adore him, she starts to choose him. She goes into a little bit of her masculine energy in that manner. And 2 out of 10 Timmy hurts our girl Natalia here. Now Natalia, instead of having a 2 out of 10 expectation around love, she has like a 1 out of 10 or a 0 out of 10. And then she starts to attract 0 out of 10 men. And she doesn't understand why she is the package, the whole kitchen sink, and why these men are not seeing her worth. But the difficulty in this situation is that 2 out of 10 guys will always be 2 out of 10 guys. They don't have an ability to love you at an 8 out of 10 level. And this is where women get frustrated, where no matter how much they pour into the man, do you ever realize, and it's just science, they pull back. That man is not able to level up. And maybe even sometimes they say things like, I don't deserve you. You need to go and like get someone else. I can't meet your expectations. I can't meet your needs because they're 2 out of 10 men. And that shows that either your concept or your expectation of men is 2 out of 10 or both. Now, let's say as an example, let's do the reverse. Because people who saw good relationships, what's their situation? Still the same, ironically. So, unless you're attracting the dream man right now, then maybe not. Now, let's say Natalia, let's redo the whole thing. Natalia saw her parents' relationship be 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 expectation or concept of Natalia, she goes off and she gets wildly attracted to 7 out of 10 guys. 7 out of 10 guys that are able to be, decent, good guys. And then let's say as an example, in this situation, Tanya and this 7 out of 10 guy, they break up. Now Natalia's expectation and concept has gone down to 4 out of 10 Natalia. Now 4 out of 10 Natalia is going to get wildly attracted to 4 out of 10 men. And the only men that are going to be in her sphere of influence, that are going to be attracted to her physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, are 4 out of 10 men. And this process just keeps recycling. Now, what's going to happen with Natalia? She's going to be left frustrated because she automatically, innately brings so much to the table. But she is not aligning with the man who's able to actually see her sense of self-worth, to see how amazing she is, to see how incredible she is. Why? Because 2 out of 10 Timmy will always be 2 out of 10 Timmy. And a lot of times when you do the work to actually shift your expectations, to feel better, to expect more out of men, you actually don't really end up liking 2 out of 10 Timmy anymore. You don't end up liking him, and you realize that, the only thing that was attractive about 2 out of 10 Timmy was the fact that I had a 2 out of 10 expectation. Now I'm so excited. Now I'm so excited that, you know what? I'm getting better treatment from men. I'm going to entertain this better treatment now. I don't need no 2 out of 10 Timmy. I'm going to take like 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 Jacob or John, whatever you're into. And so nothing is going to change in Natalia's experience with men, no matter how good she is. It's almost like men will have blinders on and they will not be able to see her and treat her as a queen, as she deserves, as a princess, as a goddess. They will not be able to treat her above and beyond where she is. And so if you find yourself cyclically, repeatedly attracting men that are not able to give you the whole world, that are not able to see you, choose you, want you, adore you, commit to you, we got to look at where we're at. We got to look at where our expectations are around men and their ability to show up and show out. Because I know my women, and I bet I can pin every single person on this call, that you are a lot like me. You're kind, you're caring, you're loving, you're loyal, you're committed. You really give your whole heart to people. But why aren't they reciprocating? Why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they doing that? That's what I'm going to solve in this program. Is I'm going to teach you how to get these men hooked. Like in a chokehold, like down bad, bro. Down bad. And it's going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun. I'm just so excited about it. But things in Natalia's experience, to kind of like finish off my thought here, they're not going to get better until she changes drastically or a lot of deep emotional healing occurs. And the way you know that you've healed correctly is your outward experience should change. If your outward experience hasn't changed, it means some part of you has not maybe done the work and done it correctly. A big part of doing the work and doing the work correctly is first pinpointing the exact belief systems, expectations, assumptions, whatever word you want to use there, are saying, I can't have this. Do you know where your blockages exactly sit? That's half the battle. And that's what we do in literally module 1. So I'm really excited. Once you know exactly where you're blocked, half the battle is won. Because your solution to getting men in a chokehold, to getting money, to getting business, to getting anything else, your first step is always to identify what are the exact belief systems that are blocking you from your blessing. Because right now, if you are in absence of what you want, if you have empty hands, it means you have current stories, belief systems, thoughts, expectations, assumptions that are going in the opposite direction. That's what's happening. And so whatever work you're doing, do you ever realize how you can say 100 affirmations, 200 affirmations, you can affirm 10,000 times, and yet you still don't have what you want? If there's one thing I want you to take from this, is that the universal laws of attraction, it's not a completion process. We're not in elementary school where just if you complete your worksheet or color in your paper, you get a gold star on your homework. The universal law is not a completion process. It's an accuracy competition. There are a lot of people who are doing the work. They're doing 369, they're doing visualization, they're doing other forms of manifestation, trying to call in the dream man, but they have nothing. They have empty hands, or they're still stuck in the same pattern. The first step is identifying exactly what's blocking you. Without that, your solution is not going to happen, because a general manifestation video online is not going to solve your specific love trauma. I'll give you an example. Hannah over here may have had the experience of being cyclically, repeatedly cheated on by men. Daniel may have had the experience of being left or abandoned again and again and again. And I may have had the experience of not being committed to again and again and again. And Hannah's internalization of that is different. Daniel's internalization of that is different. My internalization of that is different. You're not going to find a solution to your love problem in a general technique online. That's just not going to happen. And even let's do the other side. Even if Hannah, Daniel, and myself, let's say we're all cheated on, we're all lied to, we're all like taken advantage of. Hannah has still internalized that differently than I did. Daniel has still internalized that different than I did. Or Daniel has internalized that different than Hannah did. Maybe Hannah didn't let it affect her. Maybe Daniel did. Maybe I did. Maybe Daniel didn't. Do you see what I mean? The first level is getting super, super specific on where exactly you're blocked. Why aren't you experiencing this? Why aren't you? Because I don't know about you, but I was frustrated. I'm like, why are these men not seeing what a great package they got here? I'm loving, I'm caring, I'm kind. I have so much love to give. Why are they not matching? Why are they not showing up? Why are they not acknowledging it? And what I realized is 2 out of 10 Timmy is always going to be 2 out of 10 Timmy. He's not going to morph himself into 8 out of 10 Timmy. And when you're in that type of level of expectation or concept, you're automatically wildly attracted to that. You can't even help it. And so if I was to tell you right now, you could have the man or woman who is kind, who is caring, who is loving, who is loyal, who is committed, who is all in for you, who reassured you, maybe who was supportive if that's your goal. Maybe golden retriever energy is your goal. Maybe the biggest hype man or hype woman is your goal. Who's masculine or feminine, who's emotionally mature, who's all in for you, who never leaves you guessing about their intentions with you, who supports you and loves you and nurtures you and is there for you, who comforts you through your doubts, your worries, your insecurities, who stands by you like a pillar, like a rock. Would you let go of anyone else from the past for that? If I was to say, I'm going to give you this perfect package, you gonna be open to it? That's also something. That's also something. And if we're not attracting that, we owe it to ourselves to do the work to align to that. Because no person on my page, I believe no person on my page is like someone who's sitting here and who's an ass and who's lying and who's cheating. That's not the situation. The people in my world, they're very kind people. They're very loving people. They just don't get why the opposite party hasn't shown up yet. Why aren't you showing up and choosing and committing? And maybe some part of you is really confused by that. Oh, someone just got the love program Elevate. I love that. Yes. Let's do that energy. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be doing like EFT tapping in the program, releasing trauma. We're going to be talking about the science and energetics. We're going to be talking about exactly where you're blocked. And then we're going to practice letting that shit go and aligning with the actual real outcome that we want. I've also given you guys dating tactics, like places to go to meet incredible men out in the wild. It's going to be so, so fun. That's all I would want in all my life. Exactly, Daniel. And that's the thing, right? There's so many women who are kind and caring and loving and loyal and committed. But they're not getting the right person. They're not getting the right person. They just don't get it. They don't understand why the more they give, the less interested they become. 700 down to 23. What's the catch? I have no clue what you mean. I have a Black Friday sale of a program called How to Dissolve Money Blockages that I've given away for $23 for Black Friday because a lot of people in my audience, they cannot afford coaching. And so that's what happened. I don't know what else to say to something like that. It was a kindness and a good gesture I did on my end. The catch is to get it because it's a good deal. Yeah. Like that was a little bit silly. But oh well, I don't care. Project your shit elsewhere. I don't care. Still available. Yeah, it's available until Black Friday. So make sure you get it. And I do have some spare time today and tomorrow before I go and collab with Dr. Joe for a week. I will be posting regular content, but if you want to stay in touch, come and stalk me on my Instagram, on my YouTube. Do a good, healthy follow across all platforms. Because I feel like TikTok, for whatever reason, recently is not pushing my stuff out. And if you want to stay in tune and in touch, you're definitely going to probably want to go over to the Insta. There's also a Facebook group that gets a lot of updates. I feel like Facebook and Insta get the most updates. I don't know what's going on with TikTok recently though. But yeah, I can't find them and they can't find me. Well, that's what we're going to be solving. That is what we're going to be solving. And a big part of it is letting go of all your stories from the past that are telling you no, that are telling you it's not available. Do you guys have any other questions for me? I'm low-key going to manifest your brother. That's hysterical. Great. I love it. Queen Persis, the best coach out there. Thank you, Huda. I really am out here just trying to do good work to help people, to allow them to really, really, really like have a different experience. All jokes, but he's a cutie. That's sweet. That is sweet. Shoot your shot, girl. Because he's very shy. How to persist in a new assumption. Gosh, I could speak about that for 4 hours. There's not really like a 1-line or even 5-line answer to that. God, that's a really fully loaded question. Persisting in a new assumption is not necessarily something that can be answered like so easily like that. He added me, but I'm shy too. That's funny. Maybe send memes. That's good. That's a good opening thing. Persisting in a new assumption, I mean, it's so multifaceted. You know, first of all, we need to understand where is your resistance towards that new assumption for why it's so difficult to persist in it. What is the resistance that comes up? What are the stories that come up when you persist in it? Where does your brain tell you no? Where do you start to have intrusive thoughts or images from the past? Focusing on, beginning the process of letting that stuff go, shifting your energy, shifting your expectations around it. Because I do believe you have to clear the past gunk before you can just persist in something brand new. I have no clue. Music City. No clue whatsoever. So, moving forward, when it comes to the situation, it's so important to remind yourself that when it comes to persisting in anything, you have to be able to identify where does your brain say no? Where does your brain say no? And then start to poke holes in that. I don't do a ton of SP work anymore, Huda, but I do have incredible SP coaches. And I'd say in general with something like that, communication can be helpful, but if any part of you, even at a 1% level, is going to start to waver, worry, doubt, be concerned, whether they're communicating back or not, whether they're taking too long to reply or not, the presence or absence of messages, the presence or absence of how you want the messages to be, I'd say the number one tip for that is to make sure that you're super solid and stable, where nothing this person says or does or doesn't do or doesn't say affects you before you have any forms of communication. Because the first and foremost goal is definitely stability. Stability gets results. Having an unwavering assumption gets results. But if you're putting yourself in a situation where you know you're going to wobble and it's coming from lack, worry, concern, a need for control, probably not in your best interest. That's what I'd say. You're 100% right. I had to fix all my inner stuff and my old stuff from my family. Yeah. Crazy, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. I've loved vibing with you guys. You guys have been a real cool crowd today. I don't see a ton of questions for me or anything on the program or anything like that, so I'll let you go. if you want to come and stalk me, definitely do. If you want to get a strategy call to learn more about this love program, the link is in my bio. I am accepting calls, and I have been accepting calls all week. If you want to learn more, you want me to evaluate you and make sure that you're the right fit, I can do that. Me and my team can do that on these calls. That's what we do to make sure that it is a perfectly aligned match before you come in. And then let's see, I have one more question here. If you have to condense your favorite tip to manifest, a little bit about me. I have actually lost 100 pounds. So I think I'm really good at like the appearance change situation. I did it through manifestation and actual lifestyle changes. I had no goal to eat Cheetos and lose 100 pounds. Like I really just wanted to feel really good as well. Versus I feel like other coaches may tell you or encourage you to like eat Cheetos and down a Big Mac and then just manifest weight loss. That's not really my approach, because that type of stuff doesn't make my body feel good anyway. But I did manifest 100-pound weight loss myself. I'd say the first step is to really understand who's the version of you that has that 50 pounds down. Who's the version of you that has that 100 pounds down? Who's the version of you that has that ideal body? Or maybe even a halfway point. If the goal is like 100 pounds, like maybe who's the version of you that's even lost 30? Who's even lost 40? Who's even lost 50? And what are some of the habits, the belief systems, the expectations they have around food? And start to be that every single day. And the weight will come off automatically with it. I used to be 100 pounds heavier. I am now 100 pounds lighter. And I also have some videos on appearance change on my YouTube, which everything is linked in the bio. Thank you, Daniel. You look so good. Everything is linked in the bio, all my socials. Give a good holistic follow. And if you're a person that likes to watch a lot of content, definitely get on my YouTube, because I have a playlist that's like the TikTok library where it's like 90 videos to really understand the law, how I teach it, how I incorporate like science with this, how to scientifically call in your dream partner, how to scientifically attract millions of dollars, how to scientifically heal your health. I've had individuals come, reverse their to even just get started or to even just have a single call. So make sure if you have some serious goals for yourself, reach out to whoever you resonate with, me or anyone else, because I'm always going to encourage you to invest in yourself, to spoil yourself, to improve yourself, and to get help. I'm always going to say that. Always. Always, always, always. Because I believe you deserve it, you're worth it, and why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and we'll talk soon.